You guys, I need to knit chat. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassidy, and yeah, this is my baby blanket in the background. And today I'm going to be doing a knit chat. This is the second one that I've done on my channel. I did one previously, and in that video I talked about why college kinda sucks. The truth about college that no one tells you about. Today, on my little knit chat video, I want to talk about something very personal. It's gonna give off trauma dumping vibes, but you know, I'm going to be talking about why I don't sing anymore, which sounds like such like a stupid subject, but I will get into why it's kind of a huge deal that I don't sing anymore and the nitty-gritty, okay? But first, let me show you what I'm going to be knitting while we chat. I'm gonna be working on ribbing again. It's just so easy because I don't have to like pay attention to what I'm doing while I talk to y'all, you know? So we're gonna go way back for people who don't really know my journey with music and singing. I started singing when I was really young. The reason I started singing and like taking it seriously is because I started doing pageants when I was 5 and I always wanted to compete in the talent competition, but I have 2 left feet, so I couldn't dance. So I started to teach myself to sing. The first song I sang for a talent, I chose myself, and it was Dynamite. 'Cause I told you once, now I told you twice. It was really good. I'm sure you can envision it. A literal 6-year-old dancing. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes. But from there, it just kind of evolved and I was teaching myself, you know, all these different techniques to become a better singer so I could do well in these talent competitions. Pretty quickly, it turned into solely musical theater because that's what did well for talent competitions. And because of that, I found such a deep love for theater. I tried out for the High School Musical when I was in 4th grade. I remember they needed kids to be in the musical because they were doing The King and I. I didn't get it. I didn't get picked to be in it, and I remember that feeling like my first heartbreak. I was heartbroken. You know, I should have seen everything like about me now coming because I was in 4th grade and I was already holding grudges against people who got the spots that I wanted. I'm laughing, but I'm so serious. 10th grade, I finally got into the high school show choir, which was called Govs and First Ladies. And then obviously, it's kind of one of those things like once you're in, you're in. So like I tried out my 8th grade year to do it my 9th grade year and I didn't get in. But then my 9th grade year, I tried out to be in it for my 10th grade year and I got in. I was always that kid who tried out for like every single solo in choir. You know, I was that kid. For a while I wasn't getting any, and then later in my like high school career I got like a lot. I don't want to sound like full of myself, but I got a lot of them. I was really lucky, but also I worked really hard, so I don't want to say it was luck because it wasn't. And I did have a lot of people saying that I was only getting roles because I was like the teacher's favorite, and that was just not the case. So I don't want to say I was lucky because I wasn't. I was talented. So then it came time for me to audition for the High School Musical again. Remember when I was in 4th grade, I didn't get into the musical and I was heartbroken. So I decided that I needed to make up for lost time. I was like, I lost before, I cannot lose again. And then my junior year, I actually got the lead in our musical. I was Sophie in Mamma Mia. Literally, I remember it was like huge to me. My only goal in life was to be like the lead in our High School Musical. Just sounds so silly when you like look back on it.
This thing is a huge wasp in the kitchen.
Do you want to say hi to my video?
Hi.
When I got that role, I was like, I am going to kill it. I am going to take this opportunity to show everybody what I can do. Because prior to this, and like I want to do a whole knit chat on just talking about my high school experience because I had a really hard time in high school and I don't even think people realize it. I remember when we were like doing auditions and stuff, everybody would be talking about what they think the cast list should be, what they think it's going to be, what they want it to be, and all of my friends, like, I would be sitting right there and they would cast me as nothing. So the fact that I got the big role, I was like, yeah, you forgot about me. I'm here and I'm not messing around. So I just felt like it was my chance to prove everybody wrong in a way. So I worked so hard. I was constantly practicing, and because I was constantly practicing, I ended up losing my voice literally the week of the show and did not perform my best. It's just frustrating to know that the reason I didn't perform my best is because I was practicing so hard to perform my best, if that makes sense. Like, people were making fun of me behind my back because my voice was literally cracking like left and right, and it's just annoying because these are the people that are supposed to be your friends, and obviously it's something I'd be upset about. So you'd think your friends would be there for you, and instead they were like whispering about me behind my back. But so that was a hard one, and I did actually take a break from singing for a while because I had severely lost my voice. So honestly, I couldn't sing for a while after that, even if I wanted to. But at this point, I was really into writing songs. During COVID, I started writing my own music. If you go back on my channel, there was like a year of time where every single video that I would post was an original song or a cover, and that's why you can literally see like guitar right there. I have like 3 guitars, a MIDI piano. I had a whole like recording setup and all this stuff because I was getting really into it. I have 4 songs on Spotify. I remember my junior year of high school, I went to a pageant and competed in this Music Artist of the Year contest, and the winner would get to go out to LA and work with a Grammy-nominated music producer. Super cool. I was like, this could change everything. I didn't win. I got 3rd runner-up, 2nd runner-up, like something like that. But he still reached out and wanted to work with us, and I was like, this is crazy. This could be it. This could bring me into the industry. I think we produced 2.5 songs together. One of them is really amazing. I really do love it. But I had a lot of issues with him. I mean, I'm working with someone who was literally on The Voice and a Grammy-nominated producer, writing songs, recording them. Do you not think I'm gonna be intimidated? He said I wasn't putting in enough to the songs, and the songs weren't mine, pretty much. So I was like, okay, then let's stop writing together, and how about we just produce a song that I wrote. It was a really meaningful song to me. It was about my experience through the pandemic, being stuck at home and kind of feeling like I had lost myself. Every single lyric in it had meaning to me. And he went in when literally we asked him to just help me record it because he's a music producer. Dude goes in and wants to change the melody, every lyric, and I was crushed. The combination of that sense of failure with this Grammy-nominated music producer telling me I had no shot and, you know, not doing great in the lead that I had been working for what felt like my whole life to get, it really was getting to me. It really got to me. By the time my senior year came around, I wasn't singing for fun anymore. I didn't find any sense of relief or relaxation in it, whereas it once was a way for me to run away and get away and distract myself from my problems. Now music became my problem. So why don't I sing if I was the best? It was an accumulation of not being told I was good, and that sounds so shallow, I think, but I was a kid, you know, I was a kid and I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, and nobody was relieving that pressure. Nobody. And there's people who say that them giving you the solo or whatever is the validation. No, I want you to tell me good job after I literally just belted my heart out and killed it. Yeah, so after I graduated high school, I pretty much dropped off the face of the earth as far as my vocal cords go, and I boycotted singing for a while. I stopped writing. I had no inspiration in me. I think I stopped. I don't think I sung a single note for probably 6 months. And then after that, I wanted to start picking it back up. And maybe this is just because at the time I was really struggling with my mental health, but anytime I didn't sound perfect or I couldn't sound like what I used to sound like because I had stopped practicing for 6 months, I hated myself. Like a single note wrong and I hate myself. It was so toxic, and I'm sure there's other people like that out there. I went from being so good, and yes, I had off days where things didn't sound right, but I was the best I had ever been, and I was really, really getting there, getting to where I wanted to be, and I had put every ounce of my energy into this one thing, and so quickly I went from having all of it to none of it. And that is a different kind of pain. Knowing that you let go of years of hard work is so exhausting. Like, I had done singing lessons. I was taking notes on how to sing certain vowels with my mouth and how to mix my head voice and belting and how to sing healthier, and I broke it down so far and had come so far just to let it all go because a couple of people weren't giving me validation or were telling me I wasn't good enough. And those people that were telling me I wasn't good enough won. I let them win, which I think makes me mad. There are just some people that I will never forgive for that because they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing when they were hurting me. And again, these are people I was supposed to call my friend. So sure, maybe me saying, I don't sing anymore sounds like, okay, it's a hobby. But it wasn't a hobby to me, it was everything. It was my whole personality. It was everything I had chalked myself up to be. It was my goal in life. It was my escape during some of the hardest times of my life. And when things got hard, I let that escape go. When I needed some sunlight in my day, I couldn't have it because the sunlight was engulfed by a big black hole, and even the sunlight didn't make me happy anymore. Came to a point where singing actually was one of the biggest triggers that I could do to myself, and I just wasn't willing to do that. And it's just gotten worse throughout the years because I've obviously lost almost every single bit of the talent that I had been working on for like 10 years of my life. From the age of 7 to the age of 18, it was the one thing I thought about. It was the one thing I worked on. It was the one thing I would come home and spend hours practicing to get better. And because of a couple people who hurt my feelings, I let 10 years of hard work go. Now, this probably seems so dramatic, but the point that I want to get across is that don't let the haters win. They told me I wasn't good enough. They told me I wouldn't be able to get anywhere. And all I did was prove them right. All I did was say, yeah, you know what, you're right. I'm gonna stop trying because you losers told me that I won't be able to make it. And this goes for anything. If you're a fashion designer, if you play sports, no matter what your hobby is, if it means something to you, then let yourself have that escape, that safe space to go, and don't let other people turn that safe space into a competition. It will ruin the sunlight for you. It will turn the sunlight into a dark hole in the sky, and it's going to engulf you until there's nothing left. That was deep. You know what? I'm gonna go. That concludes today's knit chat on why I don't sing anymore and why you should just let yourself be happy, pretty much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe for more just like this one. Don't forget, I'm posting 2 times a week now. I post a short every single day. If you really like me, make sure you follow me on all of my other social medias, at Cassidy Lee Quinn on TikTok, at Cassidy Lee Quinn on Depop, and go shop my closet. What are you doing? At Cassidy Lee on Depop. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are doing good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are letting yourself go a little bit. And I will see you around. Bye!